So after some time he was in Rangoon. Where is Rangoon? If this is India, here you have Bangladesh, here you have Myanmar. Rangoon is somewhere here. So after some time he went to Rangoon. He learned that an institution had brought a piece of modern scientific apparatus. Apparatus means instrument. He hurriedly put on his clothes and went to have a look at it. Such was the interest he had in science. So what happened was, in Burma, Britishers were ruling Burma also. This is Myanmar. So this place is Rangoon. So what happened was, he learned that a new scientific instrument was bought to that place. So he immediately went, maybe from Calcutta, he directly went to Rangoon. Sorry, this is Rangoon. He directly went to Rangoon to see this instrument. That was the interest he had in science. In 1911, Raman was appointed Special Account General for Posts and Telegraphs in India. Special Account General for Posts and Telegraphs in Calcutta. But when he was offered the post of professor at Calcutta University, he jumped at that offer and accepted the post gladly. First of all, he was feeling like a fish out of water. So once he was offered the post of a professor, that too with his favorite subject physics, he just jumped. He just jumped with joy. After working in Calcutta University for 15 years, he became director of the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. So 15 years he worked in Calcutta University. After 15 years, what does he become? Director at Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. You all will be knowing this. The Raman Research Institute was started in 1948. In 1948, after freedom, Raman Research Institute was started. Raman resigned the post of Indian Institute of Science and became the director of the Research Institute. Here he conducted his research in physics until his death. Raman was a great scientist. Throughout his life, he was intensively attached to science. Intensively means too much of attraction. For the sake of science, he gave up the highly paid post of Special Account General and accepted the professorship at Calcutta University. He never cared for money. He always had interest towards science. He was a lover of science, so he just went to the post of the professor of physics at Calcutta University. He would forget all about food and rest while he was at work. He would not think about food. He would not think about rest when he was working for science. And his wife had to often tell him that his breakfast or coffee was getting cold. So his wife used to tell him, coffee is getting cold, breakfast is getting cold, please eat. Like all great scientists, Raman had a lot of curiosity. Earlier in his life, while on a voyage to Europe, he saw a wonderful blue in the Mediterranean Sea. So, this is the ship. Those days they used to travel for 2-3 months or 2-3 weeks. So, Raman was here in Mediterranean Sea. He saw the Mediterranean blues. Different types of blue colors. So because there is mixing of too many rivers, Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean Sea, so the colors were different. So he was wondering about that. This led to the work of laws of light scattering in liquids, and it ended in his discovery of Raman effect. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for this in 1930. So he was very much interested in why the sea has different colors, why the liquids have different colors. So ultimately, for the scattering of light and liquids, he got Nobel Prize. This is known as the Raman effect. Raman was a kind man. He helped people when they were in difficulty. So now you know about his greatness as a scientist, you know about his greatness as a professor, but now we'll know about the greatness as a Deputy Account General. So he helped people when they were in difficulty. So yeah, a good person will help others in difficulty. When he was working as the deputy account general, a villager went to him with some badly burnt 100 rupee notes. A villager went with badly burnt 100 rupee notes. Another person perhaps would have sent the villager away, but Raman took pity on the villager, examined the notes himself, and allowed the villager to exchange the burnt notes with new ones. Since he was a good person, the burnt notes were exchanged with new notes. Once at the Raman Research Institute, a candidate was not given admission as he did not do well in his tests. For every exam, for every entrance to the higher level college, you need to write exams: NEET, CET, AIEEE, IIT, JEE, etc., etc. So here also, the student did not get very good marks in the test, so he wasn't admitted. When his travelling allowance was paid, the candidate found that he had received more. So he got to know that he wasn't selected. So he booked the ticket so that he could go back to his place. But after that, he saw that he had got good marks in the paper. He returned to the office to pay back the excess amount. When Raman came to know about this, he liked the candidate's honesty and admitted him to the institute. So he went to the office to pay the fees because he was selected. And then when Raman got to know about this, he liked the candidate's honesty and admitted him to the institute. The candidate was not able to make out why he was admitted when he had not done well in his test. So the candidate was also surprised that, oh, I have not done well in my test, then how did I get admitted? Then Raman told the candidate that I have admitted you to the institute because of your character. You are not very good at physics, but I can teach you. Your character is very good. See, character is very important for a person. A person with knowledge should also be a person with good character. So he was like, if you're not good at physics, it's okay, I can teach you. But if your character is not good, nobody teaches about character in schools and colleges. That is something which you have to develop from yourself. Some people develop, some people are not interested in it. So in the same way, everybody has to have a good character.